We are rolling.
Good morning. Welcome back to the conversation. This is Pointing Out the Obvious. This is our news and politics webcast. I am your host, Patrick Russell, along with my very opinionated producer, Veronica. We're here to quip and quiver through today's headlines, searching for the real, no matter how deep into the swamp we need to go. Veronica, what would you say if I told you we got it way wrong, my dear? We're way past Delta, Echo, Foxtrot. What would you say if I told you we're already at L, Lambda?
Well, tell me more, Patrick. Tell me more so I can get more scared.
Well, and I think we should be scared because I think that's the overall message that we're trying to get at. It can always get worse. And you know where the Lambda virus is popping up? It's so funny. In my maternal homeland of Ecuador. It's so funny.
What?
Yeah, down South America. So it's a small South American country that's now known for the Galapagos, Chiquita bananas, and now viral strains of the virus. Good job, guys. They're a independent bunch, though, so I'm not too surprised. Not just the infrastructure, right? A third world country, basically, that's trying to take the next step up into a socio-economical class.
Yeah.
But there have been struggles, right? And that born from a lot of the economics, money that's not being produced in the country, which just cascades to all of their other problems, including their medical establishment.
Yeah.
And they don't like to be told what to do. Let's just put it that way. And I'm one to know because I'm half Ecuadorian through my mom's side. So let me tell you, when I say I know them very well, and they don't like to take direction very well. So both of those two combinations involved, right? The medical establishment not robust enough to handle this kind of crisis, and then the population not doing themselves any favor by saying, read between the lines, government, and your mask and your vaccine mandates, right? So Lambda is coming. Now, question. How would you feel that the governor of your state, Veronica, was telling the teachers, you need to be the bad guy, I'm going to make it so hard for you to make things safe in your school by taking away money, the one that hurts, touching the purse strings? How do you feel the government was pushing back on teachers in this way?
I mean, I only have one thing to say. What a coward he is.
Yeah, he's a posturing prick, I think, is the more accurate term. And I don't think you can really argue that because at the end of the day, he understands that we're in the middle of a maelstrom. This is a medical crisis that's getting worse by the day. He knows that. Why do you know? Ask him if he has been vaccinated. The answer will be yes. Ask him if anybody that belongs to him has been vaccinated. The answer will be yes. Yeah. So it's all BS and posturing when he's in front of the camera. Now, imagine this. There's still 100 million Americans that still have not been touched by COVID-19, haven't gotten the vaccination and haven't gotten exposed to the virus, which means that there's still many Americans out there that can still be incubators.
Yeah.
What would I tell you if the variant that got us, Veronica, was Romeo? The Romeo. Wouldn't that be kind of like poetic and kind of ironic at the same time that, that one variant that took us down, we waited till R, so we got what we deserved if we actually let it get to R. But what if it was the Romeo strain that took us down?
It's getting there, guys.
It is.
If you guys don't listen, people that have not been vaccinated, and you know what the problem is, I think, it's that they don't read as much as they need to. Patrick reads like crazy.
Well, yeah.
Probably myself, I'm like halfway, but he reads every single day like crazy. So people, I was just gonna.
Well, you know why? It's because our daily life, the newspaper, has turned into a Tom Clancy novel, which is kind of like an action thriller-based novel. It's just as exciting as anything I'll pick up at the bookstore, let me tell you.
So will you say that people that keep not denying that this obviously virus exists, they have to be more informed, and probably they just seeing what's in front of them, and they're not really seeing other news. And I mean, if they're not seeing that, and then
we've talked about this before, and I try to be gentle about it, but you've got the accurate term, the inarguable term for those individuals. I think it's dummies,
ignorance,
or bonehead, right? And so we've used what I believe are accurate terms because at this point there's enough information out there from trusted sources, your own trusted sources, to include people in your family or friend circle that are saying, come on, knucklehead, take care of yourself, and do what's right for you, your own, and the rest of your community. All right, well, we can keep,
last thing.
final note.
Last thing. Patrick and I were watching the news like every day, eating dinner, and another person came out saying, "Hey, I'm dying."
It happens every day.
I wish I had listened, to the experts and got vaccinated. And I'm like, I used to feel sorry, and I'm like, screw you, my friend, because you knew that it was happening, and you chose not to. So that's on you.
And what's something that also, to add a little context to that, is that we do watch a lot of Fox News for local news. And so the stories that she's discussing, somebody that's in the ICU, a family member that's crying that says, "Oh, my dad, his last words were, I wish I would have listened and got the vaccination." This is on a Fox local network, right? So, it's a biased outlet that's still recognizing a very inarguable fact. If you don't get the vaccine, you're gonna get hurt. All right, guys, we could talk about this forever, and why not through the comment boxes. Please don't just subscribe, even though we will be doing this on a daily basis. Be part of the show. Lend your voices to the show. It'll make the show a whole lot more fun. Veronica, as always, great job. Guys, remember today, no matter what comes your way, no matter what obstacles or challenges you may face, just remember one thing. Give them hell.
Thanks, guys.
Take care, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.